Paragus, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So this video is about parallel, perpendicular and intersecting lines. So these are three very important pairs of lines in geometry. So let's start off. Okay, so the first thing first is the parallel lines. These are the lines which never meet, and the distance between the lines or the point on the lines is always equal. Therefore, they are also known as equidistant. Let's suppose two lines. Now, if you observe these two lines, they never meet, no matter how long I extend them. But they would never meet. Wherever you measure the distance between these 2 points, it will always be equal. So these are the parallel lines. The real life example of the parallel lines can be the ladder. If you see these long members of the ladder, they are parallel. That means no matter how long you extend them, they would never meet together. The other example could be that of the railroad. So now I hope that you have understood the concept of the parallel lines. The opposite concept is that of the intersecting lines. So intersecting lines are such lines which meet at a point. Okay, here you can see line AB and line CD. They intersect at a common point. So this point is known as point of intersection. Intersecting lines, they meet at a point. And the lines are not equidistant. That means along the line, the distance between these two lines changes, and there comes a point where they meet. So this is the point of intersection. Now if you observe here in this second diagram, these two lines do not meet, but they are intersecting lines because the distance between these two lines is changing, and there would come a time if you extend them, you would see that they would meet at a point, and this would be the point of intersection. The real life example of intersecting lines could be the junction points on the road. If you see here in this diagram, this is the road and this is another road, and this is that point of junction, and in geometry this junction point is nothing but the point of intersection. So these two roads basically are intersecting. The third important pair is the perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are also kind of intersecting lines, but they intersect at a specific angle, and which is 90 degrees angle. So 90-degree angle is also called normal or perpendicular. Now if you see here, line AB and line CD, they are intersecting lines because they are meeting at a common point. But they are meeting at a very specific angle, which is a 90-degree angle, which is also called perpendicular. So these lines AB and CD, they are perpendicular over each other. So the real life example of the perpendicular lines can that be of the window. The window is designed such that it makes an angle of 90 degrees, and different members as well in the window make 90-degree angles. if you have observed the tiles, the edges of the tile also make 90-degree angles. That means they are perpendicular to one another. Now this is practice time. You are given here different pairs of lines and you need to identify whether they are parallel, perpendicular or intersecting lines. So let's see. And so pause the video and try to guess. You might have attempted. Let's solve together. So if you see the first pair, so here we have line AB and line CD. So if you see, these two lines do not meet, and the distance between these two lines on every point is same, so they are not going to meet. These two lines are parallel. So in geometry we have a sign which shows parallelism, and that is these two lines. So this shows parallelism. So we can write in this way: line AB, since this is a line, so a line symbol is parallel to line CD. So these two lines are parallel lines. Let's see this one, which is line segment EF and FG. If you might have noticed, so they are forming a 90-degree angle. So these two line segments, so the line segment EF and FG, they are perpendicular to each other. So this is the sign of perpendicularity. So this is a sign of perpendicular. So this is how we write them. Now if you see the third pair of line HI and GK, they are intersecting at a point. Let's say this point be O. So they are meeting at a point and their distance is changing at every point. So these are basically intersecting lines. So HI and KG, these are basically intersecting lines. There's no symbol for the intersecting lines, so we can write these are the intersecting lines. Here the point of intersection is important, which is O. Let's move to the fourth pair. Here you see line LM and NO. Now if you see, they don't have equal distance. So if I extend this NO, so they would meet at a point. So these are intersecting lines. Now here if you see, let's suppose line segment PQ and QR. So they are meeting at a point and they are forming an angle. So these are basically intersecting lines. Same goes with for the PR and PQ. They are also meeting at a point, forming an angle here. And the PQ and QR is also meeting at a point, forming an angle here. So this figure, which is a triangle, has the three intersecting points. Now let's see this one. Here if you see U, V and ST, they are meeting at a specific angle, which is a 90-degree angle. So ST is perpendicular to UV. So now I hope you have understood this lesson. Have a happy learning. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.